Get a fucking grip.
Cluck the claters, yeah, yeah. The lifestyle's not going anywhere. Lunchbox.
Hey, it's me, Lil Lunchbox. So, today I want to talk about something that a lot of people will think is controversial, but I don't give a fuck, as you all know. So, I don't have makeup on because I literally just woke up, and this topic has been haunting my dreams, and I just need to get it out. I need to express myself because it's just something that, like, it's just annoying, to say the least. This video might get taken down, but that will only prove my point that Americans are really fucking sensitive. Too sensitive, in my opinion, and hypocritical about their sensitivities, and that's the worst fucking part. Now, this is mainly about people who get upset about PC culture. I don't mean all Americans, obviously. I'm an American. I'm a very sensitive person. I embrace my sensitivity, and there's nothing wrong with it, in my opinion. What is wrong is when people act like they're not sensitive and like they don't give a fuck about anything and like they're so edgy, and that people who are like, excuse me, would you do me a favor and, you know, not call me a colored person or whatever word that someone is just like, I personally don't want to be called that. People who are anti-PC will lose their fucking minds a lot of the time. Not everybody, but a lot of those people will be like, get over it. Welcome to the world. Welcome to society. Be an adult. Don't let words offend you. They're just words. Who gives a shit if someone says something that you don't like? That's reality. You can't hide from reality. You can't shield yourself from the blinding glare that is reality. But at the same time, these people will literally shit themselves. Literally, I've seen it happen. If you dare to mock or insult the US military. Now, we're not going to get into war crimes or anything like that because that would be a long ass video and y'all don't want me to go there. But there are a lot of reasons to criticize the US military. And sometimes people just like to make jokes. You know, sometimes jokes are funny. I agree that people are too PC sometimes. That sometimes you gotta lighten up and just laugh a little, you know? Life is way harder if you take it too seriously. I agree with that. But what I don't agree with is people who act like everything's allowed. Nothing is off limits. Words are just words, and if you get offended by words, you're a little pussy who needs to grow up. Those people, I'm talking about those people who also will lose their fucking minds if you dare to insult or joke about the US military, make fun of or make jokes about 9/11, or do anything to the fucking American flag that you have purchased yourself. Those three things, for some reason, when it comes to people who swear that everything's open to being mocked and made fun of, not those three things. How dare you? How dare you mock my country, America, our military that has fought for your freedom to say whatever you want, but don't you dare say something that hurts my American feelings. Don't you dare burn the American flag or step on it or do anything with your property that you bought. Although that seems kind of, I don't know, strange that a country that prides itself on freedom would have an issue with someone burning or destroying their own property, no matter what it symbolizes. I find it hypocritical. So I don't get it. I really don't understand. It's like when people lost their minds over a 9/11 display, memorial display made out of soda cans, soda boxes. That was offensive. Apparently you're not allowed to recreate the Twin Towers out of soda cans, boxes, whatever the fuck, even if you're doing it as a tribute. That's just offensive. I don't know. I think Americans, the ones in particular, but this is a lot of them that I've encountered, are confused. It's like, also happy holidays. That's another one that a lot of people get pissed about. That is, you're starting a goddamn war on Christians, on Christianity, if you say happy holidays, or if you try to get people to say happy holidays. Personally, people, I believe, say whatever the fuck you want. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever, you know, fine. It is a little odd to assume that someone celebrates Christmas, you know, they might not. So I think happy holidays is a good go-to, but at the end of the day, they're just words, or so I thought. It's like everybody has a button, you know? People like to act like grow up, you're too sensitive, even when it comes to very serious issues like racism or transphobia or homophobia, things that are, you know, actually serious. And sometimes people within those groups take it too far. I don't think everything's racist. I don't think everything's transphobic. I don't think everything's homophobic. Sometimes it's just a damn joke, you know? I agree with that. But sometimes people are kindly and politely like, excuse me, I would appreciate if you would respect this, you know, and not be rude about it. For example, people who don't believe in people being transgender, they think it's just a delusion and they refuse to call people by their pronouns. I find that odd if those people are also people who lose their shit about an inanimate object like a flag. If a random person who you think is delusional is asking you politely and in a calm and sane way, oh, I would appreciate if you would call me she instead of he. No. I believe in science in some situations. I am not going to call you that. I refuse. I refuse to call you by this name that you've chosen. I refuse to do this or that. Those are the people I'm talking about who then turn around and lose it when people talk shit about America. It's like, I don't understand. You're either saying fuck this PC shit or you understand it in some circumstances. Which one is it? I think this one is it's gonna make your life a little bit easier if you just kind of understand that we all have things that we're sensitive about. And as a grown adult who tries to blend in with society, you know, I personally can't really relate, but I think most people are trying to do that, you know. They want to be respectful of their fellow humans. And if someone asks you to just not do something, as an adult, you shouldn't get pissed and whine and bitch and moan. You should just be like, okay, no problem. If I make a joke about the military or 9/11 and someone's like, I would appreciate it if you wouldn't do that because of their own personal experiences. Maybe someone died in 9/11 for, you know, a family member. I don't know. I'm not going to push it. I'm going to be like, okay, you know, I'll let it go. But a lot of the time it's just bullshit. It's fake fucking outrage. It's not real. It's like people feel like they have to do it because they're brainwashed. And they think that they have to just defend America at all times and be as patriotic as possible, unless it comes to free speech, which is what we're talking about here. So I think a lot of Americans are confused, and it drives me insane. It drives me nuts how these people will just be like, anything goes, except insulting my country. It's like, get a fucking grip. Get a fucking grip. But that's it. That's all I really wanted to talk about today. I have a lot of problems with, you know, how I feel about America. A lot of people told me to get the fuck out of the country, although that sounds rather fascist. I feel like if you pride yourself on freedom and democracy, you should be willing to hear other points of view, you know? But again, for some reason, when it comes to these three topics, sometimes four if you count the war on Christmas, they're just off limits. And yeah, I think Americans need to grow a pair and learn to take a joke. 9/11, never forget. Eventually, you're just gonna have to get over it though. Have a blessed day. Don't let the claters get you down.